What's up, guys? We're here at the airport. It's 4 in the morning. They just said over the intercom, we're looking for a Rob Williams Jr. And I'm like,
that could be anybody.
Like Bob Williams? That's such a common name. Now they just asked for Thomas Davis.
These are the most generic white names possible.
We are here at John Wayne Airport, Orange County, California. On the flight here, we got to see the Cascades, the Central Valley. We saw Crater Lake a little bit, Mount St. Helens, Mount Shasta. So we're here in downtown Disney. It is St. Patrick's Day, so we're wearing our t-shirts, our green t-shirts. They brought back the music here in downtown Disney.
It is so much nicer. So much more in the mood. Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. So we're walking here at the Disneyland Hotel Complex. We're about to check out the Villas, or the Villas. I'll point it out later, but it's just it's a very interesting concept. So here we got the traditional Fantasy Tower. Here is the Adventure Tower, and then the Frontier Tower right here. All the same aesthetic. Then we got the Villas, like Hype House. So it looks like the Villas is it's themed very well, but it's just like
It just stands out as a building.
Yeah, and you can only be a Disney Vacation Club member. Disney Vacation Club, DVC, as they say. You got a hidden Mickey right here. You can sit down. We're in the Adventure Tower in the bathroom. It smells really nice in here. And it's got all these postcards on the wall. That's the wallpaper. It's a good bathroom. I just had a drink of water from this water fountain, and it was definitely some California water. And so we walked into the World of Disney store, and within 5 minutes I turned to Dylan and I said, I think Disney's making a return to form. All the good characters were out there as merchandise. Like there wasn't as much new stuff.
They realized what people want to buy and what characters people like, and actually started promoting them instead of forcing the new stuff in.
I think it was the last Walking with Eric episode 9 months ago. It was a gestation period ago where we talked about the lackluster merchandise, and then we saw what happened to Disney stock. So they said, Walking with Eric, we gotta listen to him. Shout out to this cat right here. We're here at the Pixar Place Hotel. It was a Paradise Pier last time we were here. They rethemed it to Pixar. Got Mike and Sully up there. We got Woody here to greet us at the bathroom. Some great Pixar artwork at Inside Out, Incredibles, Up. Here in the pool area, they even included aspects of the Pixar short films. We got Bao right here. That's a good one. They have the chessboard from Jerry's Game, classic Pixar short film. They got the lava guy from the Pixar short too. This is a fire pit, by the way. That Ember girl from the movie Elemental. And then they got the lava guy and Anger, and then Jack, all people with fire. It's pretty cool. We got Nemo's little cove over here. We got the characters, the Pixar ball on the turf right here. My mom and Dylan tried 10 times to try to get this cool elevator. It's the one cool elevator. Disney Vacation Club up here. We got the Eureka Fitness Center here, Grand Californian, GCH as some call it. We're here at a lookout point at Grand Californian Hotel. You can see Pixar Pier very clearly from up here. It's really cool. We have this crazy room right here, special door. It's called the Mount Whitney Suite. The highest point in the contiguous United States. We're on this observation area, and you can just break into someone's room right here if you just hop that thing. So we are about to go to the Anaheim Garden Walk, which is basically off-brand downtown Disney. But then there was a helicopter circling it, and there was police cars and sirens. And then I found out that Anaheim is nicknamed Anacrime because there's so much crime here. And I didn't know that because the whole Disneyland area is pretty nice. I knew it was upscale just because Disneyland was here, but I thought the rest of the town was pretty okay, but apparently not. So we tried having dinner at this place called Earl of Sandwich. And our mom and Dylan both got the buffalo chicken wrap. My mom couldn't eat it. She said it tasted like vomit. And then Dylan couldn't eat after that. But I finished my wrap. It was okay. So I was following this guy to the bathroom because I was like, oh, this guy's going to the bathroom. I'll follow where he goes. But then it was a single bathroom, and I followed him in there. So I walked out immediately, but now I got scared. So now I went to a hotel to use the bathroom. Look how skinny this escalator is. Here at the Disneyland Hotel, they still have the Splash Mountain concept art up here. That's pretty cool. It is 6:57 and we're out here. I got this Keurig tea.
Got some yogurt.
Yogurt. And we're going to the gym to grab some free water. And this morning we're going to DCA, as some call it.
As our mom calls it. We call it California Adventure.
So we're hitting up Guardians of the Galaxy first. We got all these people right here. We took the long way because it's just more scenic. It's more enjoyable. And there's less people too. And we decided to take the even longer way through Radiator Springs because it's just a better scenic route.
Yes, fantastically themed.
Yeah, like we don't want to go through Avengers Campus. Everyone here is going to the Cars ride.
And we're just doing it to avoid the Avengers lane.
We got a great view right here. We got Flo's V8, Cadillac Ridge. I never realized those things are supposed to look like Cadillacs. But at the end of the day, we couldn't avoid Avengers Campus. It turns out all those people lining up back there were going to Web Slingers. We're in San Francisco Square. My first time in San Francisco Square. Yours too, right?
Yeah, me too.
Okay. And we have the Golden Gate Bridge, or whatever it's called in the movie, but it's basically the Golden Gate Bridge. Earlier we did Soarin', and it was Soarin' over California, which was even better because, you know, California, I actually believe it has the best geography of any US state, closely followed by Washington and Alaska. Because there's so much to California. You know, you got the Central Valley, Northern California, the woods there, the Bay Area, and of course all of Southern California as a whole. Totally different biome. Dylan and I also went on the Pixar Pal Around, the Ferris wheel, and I felt that one. Like I don't think I've ever felt motion sickness before, but I was like, oh. We got to the front of the line here at Silly Symphony Swing. We went on Incredicoaster. Now we're making the trip to Disneyland right here. We got some executives right there. Now we're going on the Unstoppable Space Mountain single rider. It started raining and there's lightning, so they canceled or they shut down all the outdoor rides. So now we're going back to the hotel for a bit. The middle of Main Street is so empty right now because everyone's staying away from that pole.
They're staying away from the
This
white
is crazy.
Yeah, the rain's getting even harder now. It's crazy. 3 hours later and the sun is back. There were 2 lightning delays, lots of thunder, but
We got a lot of rest.
Now we got rest.
We are rested now.
We had Minnie Mouse back there for International Women's Month. We're here in the jungle at this exotic eatery. We just saw this crazy like meteor looking thing. I thought it was part of the park, but I guess it's not. So it's really random. It's like a rocket.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, it's a UFO right now. That makes people think aliens. I don't think it's an alien.
We have one of the best parts of Main Street, the dioramas here at the Emporium. Now, Buena Vista Street in California Adventure is probably the most underrated land on the Disneyland Resort. It's supposed to encapsulate 1920s Los Angeles, like when Walt first came to California. You got like the architecture, you got the stores. It's a cool, fun vibe, but it's also it's like you kind of step into the past. It's pretty cool. Disney is known for pumping smells into the park, and we noticed, oh wait, there's popcorn right there. Never mind. It smelled like popcorn here. We thought they were pumping it here, but there's actually popcorn right there. Anyway, to the left of Buena Vista Street is Hollywood Boulevard, which like captures that same 1920s vibe, but you know, it just pays homage to the old Hollywood days. So we learned on the Monsters Inc. ride, you can get buddy passes, which is like single rider, but you get a buddy. So it's like 2 people, and you just go to the back, and it's like a probably 2 minute wait. Yeah. We ended up waiting like 10 minutes for that, but it was still good. It was quick.
It was posted at 45.
Yeah. We got like this backstage lot here where you meet characters. You got the famous street that goes in. We just got off Guardians of the Galaxy, so we kind of have to go through Avengers Campus to get anywhere else. But like compared to Buena Vista Street in Hollywoodland, it's kind of like, look at this concrete.
It's just kind of a flat area that has superheroes.
And one of the good things about Disney, they always want the ride to be like essential to the land, or rides to be essential to the land, like Cars Land, or the Incredicoaster and Pixar Pier. But here, it's like nothing.
When you walk by like Thunder Mountain Railroad, you see the ride at almost every place, and you can hear people on it and the ride going. Whereas here, the only ride that's really part of this, you can't see it.
Web slingers. Don't be unfortunate enough to walk by this area during the Spider-Man show, because you'll see all these people lined up here looking at something in the sky, and then like you're gonna be walking and you're gonna look up, and then the cast members are gonna be like, keep walking, you're not gonna stop for the Spider-Man show. But one great thing we do have is this fantastic view of Grizzly Peak right here as we exit the land. So we just walked past the lightning lane, and there were so many people. In the lightning lane for cars, you have to pay $20 per person to use it. So we're going single rider, we're walking by everyone. We were able to find this little alcove next to Incredicoaster where you can watch the fireworks. We got Ghirardelli Square behind me there. It is 10:19, so there's no line for Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean. Our mom just left, it's 10:40. We just did Pirates of the Caribbean. We are now about to enter Mickey's Toontown. It's crazy. It's very interesting working at a movie theater and then going on a ride that spoofs movie theaters. It's like a different kind of connection, a classic. We rode Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, fantastic ride.
You know it's a good ride when it's good multiple times and not just the first time.
And with no Splash Mountain, even Haunted Mansion.
And that section of the park used to be our kind of go-to late night spot.
We're gonna call it a night a little early.
So we can get a little more sleep and be better adjusted for tomorrow.
And Thunder Mountain Railroad is like 45 minutes, which usually it's like 0.
And Matterhorn.
Yeah.
See, when I was a kid, I was telling Eric, I always liked that section between Matterhorn and the Finding Nemo ride, even though I hated both rides when I was 7. Partially because I felt like I was unsafe while still being safe because I was in Disneyland. It felt adventurous.
We will be back bright and early in the morning. We're here at Disneyland. It's 7:30. Yeah, early entry. It's pretty empty. We're going to Alice in Wonderland or something like that because Peter Pan was too busy. There's all those people. We're here in Snow White's Enchanted Ride, or what is it?
Enchanted Witch, I think?
Enchanted Witch.
It used to be Snow White's Scary Adventures, but that was a little too scary. So they changed
Oh yeah, it was pretty scary. We got this cellar. I like how small this house is. There's a line for Star Wars Land here in Fantasyland. We're on the teacups right now. We have a huge crowd right here. There's a Christian McCaffrey jersey out there. Speaking of which, I feel like since I've been to San Francisco since the last month, the Niners fans have come out of hiding.
Just ready for another devastating season next year.
I got one of the top scores on the Buzz Lightyear ride. We are about to go on the Matterhorn, so we're ready to be jerked around. We're here at Indiana Jones. It's very dingy. The ride paused at the most awkward time. Like Indiana Jones, he was just hanging from his whip or whatever for like a few minutes. We're going to go on this tree house. I feel like the last time I've been here, it's always been a box. Like it's never open. So now I can finally go up. We've got a great view of New Orleans Square. We've got the Mark Twain riverboat right there, the Mississippi River. We have a great water feature right here. We're here outside Autopia, about to go on the railroad. We got the incredible shirts on. So right here by the San Francisco houses is this building, and it was supposed to be Palace of the Fine Arts, but they changed it to Little Mermaid, which is kind of random, but it's pretty cool. Now we're going on Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters. Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters is a pretty good vibe. You got the Italian theme, you got the cars, like got the music playing. I like this. We're here at the Cozy Cone Motel, ready to get some ice cream cones. We got Cruz from Cars 3 right here. We're about to go on Grizzly River Run, but I'm honestly scared to get wet. No, I like the ride. It's scary. We went 3 straight times. The first time wasn't too bad, but then the second time my shoe got wet.
Yeah,
and then my other shoe got
left
wet.
shoe is completely waterlogged right now.
And my pants are completely soaked. Both my shoes are like wet. It was posted at 55-minute wait time, and we went on it 3 times in that 55 minutes. We're here at the Grand Californian Hotel, and apparently they have lemon trees right here. We're back in full form at the parks. We are in Hollywoodland, going to the Animation Academy. The Animation Academy was pretty interesting. There was a secret lair that had all this like cool stuff in it. I thought that was cool. Now we're having dinner at the great Flo's V8 here in Cars Land. We got a fantastic view here. You see here that lady holding that sign? That's the lightning lane, where the lightning lane starts for the ride. They have to wrap around this street and then go up that street and then go again and then start going through the actual line, which is a long line.
That's not the standby. That's the fast one.
We just found all this history stuff right here about the rocks and the land. It's pretty cool. It's very detailed, even though it's like a fictional area. You got the map, I like that. We got all the Route 66 states right here. We got Lightning McQueen again. The interesting thing about California Adventure is that it originally was supposed to be a California theme park, which is why there's like Grizzly Peak with Northern California. You got Hollywood Land here for Southern California, Buena Vista Street. It's like old school LA, but then ever since then they've been like, yeah, maybe we won't make a California land, we'll just make another park. But like, it's interesting because there's still remnants of the California. It's interesting because they're very well done.
Pixar Pier is still Pier, but it got rethemed, so it's interesting.
Many people ask like, why build a California park in California? Well, it's because they have elite geography, as I mentioned earlier. You think about all the different atmospheres, different cities, and different nature. I mean, you can encapsulate that all in different lands. Like even Cars Land, you could say could represent like that southwestern part.
Southeastern.
The southeastern part of California. And they have this type of stuff here in Hollywood Land. Like you wouldn't really notice it, but it's supposed to be like a back lot to a studio, but it's pretty cool.
It's like some people would see that as, oh, that's just them not covering something up. It's like, no, they left that there on purpose because it's supposed to be a studio backlot area.
They got this brain right here, some intestines right there. This is on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. Got the Yeti right there. Got the Port of San Francisco right there. Dylan and I have been on Incredicoaster twice on this trip. Both times we got on this car with no music, and it was just kind of underwhelming. You just hear num num cookie, cookie, and that was it. And it was like, oh, whoa, this is weird. So I'm trying to find my Michael Giacchino fix right now, trying to go on the ride again, but it's so busy, so we gotta wait till later, maybe. We are headed to the Palace of the Fine Arts for Ariel's undersea adventure. We were just in the most packed elevator ever, and we have to go down to get this. So it turns out the third time's the charm. We were able to get Michael Giacchino this time. I don't think I've ever heard or ever been happier to hear Michael Giacchino's music in my life.
I was relieved.
Yeah. People are going crazy here. Like there's kids throwing fits. There's kids like strollering themselves. It's crazy. Having gone on the train, my mom pointed out that the river that I called the Mississippi earlier is actually called the Rivers of America. I think it's because like on the New Orleans side, it's the Mississippi River, but in the Frontierland side, it's more like the Colorado River. I'd rather do the monorail. We got a great view of Hank right there. We got this entire portion of the monorail to ourselves. We just went on Casey Jr., you know, time for lemonade and Cracker Jack. As we were boarding, we saw one of the cast members and he was just talking to himself.
He was saying or mouthing the words when you're getting on the ride thing.
Oh, the guy that let us in. Yeah.
It's like, the one, the only, Casey Jr.
I hope that guy gets a good night's sleep. He needs it.
Turns out there's a mini Rapunzel's castle. Michael Giacchino has returned with the Up soundtrack. Now we're walking onto Space Mountain again. We just did Space Mountain again, Michael Giacchino again. And there was this guy in my thing, and he had like this like Thanos gauntlet. It was like a flashlight, and it just like flashed in people's faces. It lit up everything. It was so weird. We're going on Jungle Cruise at 11:30 at night. It's the next day. We're here at the Disneyland Hotel, and they have a Ratatouille pin thing and then a Disneyland pin thing. They think highly of Ratatouille. That's a good thing. Got the grand lobby of the Grand Californian. When we pulled up to come here, we recognized the guy who was like asking for our name. His name was David, and I was like, wait, that guy looks
remember
familiar.
from last time.
I really enjoy the stained glass artwork on the sliding doors at the hotel. It's really cool. Right here, the carpet blends in with the tile. Shout out to the waitress at California Pizza Kitchen. I drank so much water that she gave me one to go. We just saw this weird Las Vegas Lodge ad with like some guy in a bear suit.
I think it's a local thing, but it's weird.
So we're back at SeaTac Airport, and I'm starting to realize they redid some of the bathrooms here. I'm back in Washington now, but I forgot to mention that we went on Indiana Jones for our last ride.
And dropping suddenly. It is unlike anything you have ever experienced, I assure you. if you avoid the eyes of Mara at least.
At the end of the line, there were like these people eating a full-on meal with a plate and everything. Like right before they were about to get on, we were watching them like, what? Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this adventure. Another Disneyland adventure. You know I did. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you next time.